About Insecticide is they were known for constantly touring, and everybody was mind blown because you were always on the road. You were doing it independently. You fabricated your concepts, your tours. You made the phone calls.
Yes, we did.
You got in touch with everybody
Yes,
that
we
you
did.
needed to get in touch and hit the road. You did it independently.
Yes, we did.
And that's mind blowing.
Mom and pop, DIY, and we still do it to this day. You know, at that time, you know, people were getting signed to like Metal Blade and these independent record labels, and everyone had a management company, and people were doing gigs to get a management company. You know, this may sound far fetched, but for Gimme and I to get into the scene and to kind of be noticed, we had to go through the back door, I should say, just because of, you know, we weren't skilled players, we really weren't, but we had a desire, and we had a mindset, we had a purpose that we thought that, you know what, we're going to do things our way. And that's going back to what I said earlier about there was no roadmap. There was no roadmap for us. So I've told this story many times where someone walked up to me in Francisco Studios and actually asked me if we were metal, and I said yes, because, well, that's what I like. And he just looked at me in bewilderment and said, "You sound more punk." And it's like, okay, you know, that's cool for me because I like that. Gimmy's more into the punk circle than I am, and you know. I mean, people say we're thrash and pioneers of thrash and legendary people, and it's like that's all fine and dandy, but you know, Gimme and I are probably the two approachable guys on the planet. And back then, when there was no roadmap, we went as far out as even typing on our demos that we were power metal, and it's not power metal the way power metal is today. We were just trying to say, okay, you know, we're full of power and great hits and riffs and this and that. And when I was in high school, I was in a band, and we called ourselves the Masters of Death, and that had nothing to do with like what death metal is today. It was just what followed after our band name. We were blah blah blah, the Masters of Death.